Hey everyone, it's me Christy. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's video. Obviously today is a tutorial and it's on this right here. This is a scratch, wounds, gash, whatever you want to call it, tutorial without using any special effects makeup like liquid latex or anything like that, or putty. It's fairly easy to do. I used face paints. You could use eyeshadows and just use like water or some kind of mixing medium to use on them, but the best thing you can do is face paints, and I will leave in the description what face paints I used and everything and where you can get them, and they're fairly inexpensive, so, and they're nice to have on hand. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this video. It would be greatly appreciated, and please share this video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support, and thank you guys for watching. Now let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so right here I'm going to take the water activated paints and activate them with water. And all the paints that I use will be linked in the description box below. But you just want to load these up. You want to get a nice consistency. It's kind of trial and error, so you might want to play with it a little bit before you start. But after I've done that, I'm just going to outline these scratches. And the way that I did these 3 scratches, you could do the same way with one big scratch or wound or whatever you want to call it, gash. But you'll do them all pretty much the same way. So you're just making irregular kind of shapes because a scratch is not, straight up and down. And you're just going to do that on the 3 scratches that you're doing, or like I said, if you're doing one, you just do it on the one. So you're going to just repeat the process of how you made the first scratch for the rest of the scratches that you plan on doing. Okay, so now I'm taking this brownish black paint, and you could use brown paint or black paint, but this one is literally called brownish black or brown black, something like that. Anyways, so I'm going to be using that to create depth in the scratch. So you're going to add that to just one side of the scratch, and it'll look stark. It'll look kind of crazy, but we will blend that in. Don't you worry about it. So add that to one side of each of the scratches that you created. Okay, so you will notice in this video there's a lot of mixing going on. And right now I'm mixing that brownish black paint with the red paint, and I am taking it where I laid down the brown to begin with and blending it into like the middle to give it kind of a burgundy color to once again add depth, dimension, all that fun stuff. There's not really like a precise, what's the word I'm looking for, like measurement of this much of the brownish black to this much red to create the perfect color. You just gotta play with it and see, what works best, what looks right. So when you do your mixing, don't just go, okay, well, like, what, I gotta do it exactly perfect, it's gotta look exactly right. Just play with it, and if it's wrong, you can add more red to make it lighter. You can add more of the darker color to make it darker. So don't really worry about that. Just let it kind of go organically. So I'm now taking the white, and quite honestly, you should have like a fresh little dish or whatever of water for your white, but whatever, I don't care. It's my paint, it's not a big deal. And I'm mixing the red and the brown and the white to kind of give a flesh tone as much as I possibly can. If you have a flesh tone, it would work way better, or like an actual true brown color, which I don't have. But I'm trying my best. And we're going to use that to kind of give the illusion of raised skin. When you have like a cut, that's deep, but then your skin is, it's a little bit raised from irritation, and also it's just higher than the wound, and we want to give that illusion when we are doing this. So try your best to create the best skin tone. If you don't have these face paints, or you don't have anything to mix, you can definitely use like a brown eyeshadow or brown eyeshadow, tan eyeshadow, whatever skin tone you are, you can use an eyeshadow that color to kind of give that effect. But I am using this and it worked out fine. Could have been a little bit better, but it's what I had, so that's what I went with. And you're just going to outline. It doesn't have to be precise, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to outline enough to give that illusion. Okay, so now you're going to take a dry brush. By the way, all these brushes are paint brushes, but I only use them for face painting, just so you know. You're going to take a dry brush and take a dry part of your water-activated paints or face paints. You can also take an eyeshadow once again, and you're going to go on the outside of this scratch to make it look really irritated and bothered. And that'll give an even better illusion of it, places being raised and some places being pushed down, recessed, and dimension and all that stuff that we talked about before. So I'm just taking a round brush, and it's dry like I said, and placing it around there, and then I'm blending it out with my finger. And I'm also going to take a brown contouring powder, and I'm going to use that to kind of blend it out a little bit. So it'll still have that pinkish red irritated look, but then it'll blend out into my skin a little bit better. So now I'm going to take my white paint, I'm going to take a little tiny bit of the red, and I'm going to use that as a highlight in the blood to make it look wet and fresh, if you will. So you'll just kind of do these little lines, little dots, not too many, just to give it that look of like a glistening wet blood. And you'll just do that to the lighter side of your gash. So you have your dark side that has the brownish, black, dark burgundy color, and then the more red tone is where you will put that light pinkish, whitish red color to give it that highlight. And now your look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe once again and like this video if you liked this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!